Boom! Thanks for the beautiful intro, Mac. What's going on, everybody? Coming to you live. This is the first Thursday of the month, so you know what that means. Cigars and Whiskey with your folks with Uncle Nearest and my man Cigar Mike. Thank you all so much. We're going to have a super duper show, action-packed. Looking forward to this for a minute. We got my man Greg from Emperor's Cut. We got my girl Desiree from Drunken Chicken, and we got my man Robert with Pura Soul Cigars. So we're going to have a good time tonight. Of course, I'm coming to you live, J Mad, and my girl Rawnica is going to be hopping on here. And, of course, we smoking with my man Cigar Mike. Really looking forward to it. We got a whole lot going on. Welcome to the month of June. Oh, boy, did we blow some things out the box. So let's get ready to have a good time. As always, y'all, let's get ready to sip and burn one, baby. Hit 'em, Mac. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's such a sexy intro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're like too casual. Like we need to be laying on some chase lounges with some ascots on or something like that. You know, looking real sexy. Hey, what's up?
Get an ascot, but I'm down for it.
Right. You know, so I need to be leaning back like this with that intro. But hey, what's up, Rawnica?
How are you?
How you doing? Doing good, baby. Doing good. Yes, indeed. Well, welcome back, boy. What a June, huh? Hallelujah. We are up in this piece for real. Hallelujah. This is gonna be a good show. So 1 year anniversary, right? So we got some folks coming on tonight. We got some people already chiming in. Hey, we couldn't have started this thing without my girl Sailor. So peace and love you, Sailor. Down there in Florida, you probably out on the beach, probably. Dadgummit. Anyway. Love you, girl. What's going on? Miss Bailey, how you doing, darling? So, yeah, we're going to have a good show on tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of people popping on. Of course, we got some fantastic cigar folks, people who we started from way back when and coming up to now. So really, really looking forward to this show. Hey, let's get right into it. So the month of June, of course, we are celebrating Juneteenth. And as a company, we got a lot going on. Reopening the distillery after being closed for COVID, reopening on June 19th on Saturday. So a whole lot going on. What has you so excited, Rawnica?
Oh, what has me so excited? Well, if you're coming down on the 19th, you are going to get the surprise of a lifetime. That is for sure. We have 2 releases taking place on the 19th. The Single Barrel 1820 Trilogy set. Oh yeah, that's it.
You gotta trilogy. 1, 2, 3. They all come together. You know what I'm saying? Hello.
They do. 1 per person at that. So
yeah. Hold on, stop. Say that again.
1 per person, y'all. 1 per person.
It's gonna be pandemonium.
An epic day. And then first time ever released. I think Jay's got a little sample there sitting next to him. Got
the little baby bottle. It's not gonna be this size when you get there.
It's gonna be baby bottle for us. Sold in a trilogy too. But our new Master's Blend, our Master Blender, Victoria Edie Butler, who is, we like to call her Queen V. She is the great-great-granddaughter of Nearest Green, and she is Master Blender of the Year for 2020. So she's blending up some amazing things over in Shelbyville, Tennessee. So you can pick both those up. That's right. And 1 per person, 1 of each per person. I'm just at the distillery on the 19th, so I am super excited to get mine. It's definitely it's going to go on sale at 9 a.m. Ribbon cutting happens at 9, and then immediately.
That's really early.
You'll be really early. Trilogy and
set your clock, folks.
Signings happening, and you might be there signing the bottle. So
right, I can imagine like people gonna be having a good time Friday night. So set your clock so you can wake your behind up and be ready at 9 a.m. I mean, I know we'll probably help out the cause a little bit. I know Fawn's excited. Everybody's excited. We'll be out there serving. Oh, I got a little bug out here. We'll be out there serving grown folks mimosas. Oh, you know what I'm saying? For all the grown folks out there, it's going to have some Uncle Nearest up in there. So you all will be enjoying yourselves. The toast and the ribbon cutting will be huge at 9 o'clock in the morning. Look, I'm going to put it out there right now so no one's chasing me down. I will not be there because it's actually my son's birthday on Saturday. So I got to be back home or else I'm going to get beat up really, really bad, y'all. So I would love My God, I would love to be up there. So y'all celebrate for your boy. Have a great time. But it's gonna be fantabulous. It's gonna be an epic celebration. Really looking forward to folks being up there touring around. Of course, the merchandise. Get you some shirts, you know what I'm saying? Get you some bottles of Trilogy. Get you everything, hats, all that good stuff. So go up there, have a great freaking time. As I understand it, all the reservations, everything like that are all reserved. Everything's done. But
the tickets are, yeah.
But at the same time, just at this point in time, it's like we can't turn anybody away at this point in time. So if you want to go up there and be a part of the crowd, go have at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're not gonna push you away. We love all the love and support that we get from everybody. So go up to have a good time.
Absolutely.
I think did we cover everything?
Yeah,
Mac, I'm hoping we covered everything.
Sold out, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't come. It's open to the public. There are lots and lots of great things going on that day in addition to the tours. So even if you couldn't get yourself a ticket for the actual tour, that's okay. Still come down and join us. I'm going to be down there all day.
That's right.
A lot of our team's going to be down there. It's going to be an amazing day.
Yes.
Courses.
You get to see us and touch us in person. It's going to be beautiful. Hey, I forgot. We got Barrel House Barbecue up in that piece. Barrel House Barbecue and Brew. So we're going to feed you too. I mean, it's food up there. So you're not going to be starving. We're not just going to have you drinking all day. We're going to put some food in your belly. So it's going to be what we've been talking about is with the distillery. It's going to be pretty much like an amusement park for grown folks. It's going to be like called Malt Disney World. So,
That's right. Right.
Hopefully we don't get in trouble for that. But anyway, it's going to be one heck of a time. As you can see, we're so excited. And the whole entire team will be up there the week leading into it. So it'll be the first time that we've all seen each other since COVID. So that's going to be awesome. We got so many things popping off. And so just really excited to get that in. As you know, and if you heard about the huge the venture capital fund that Fawn announced on the 1st of June, commemorating the day of the Tulsa massacre, and which was a very, very significant in order to announce that on that day. That was huge, talking about a Black Wall Street. So the venture capital fund is raised money for $50 million to have for the fund for other Black owned spirit brands to be able to get out there and be in the spirits industry. So that's really, really big. I mean, I almost shed a tear, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got kind of clapped. But that was awesome. I mean, that's really we bust our behind so much, and just to continue to see the vision that Fawn has, that Keith has, that that started with reading an article. And then went to looking at Jack Daniel's autobiography, and then going to visit Lynchburg and interviewing a gang of descendants, and just going to doing the research in libraries and archives. Just amazing. And then now all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, hell, we're gonna do a whiskey brand. What? Who does that?
Fawn Weaver.
Yeah, no doubt we did. So salute to you, Madam CEO Fawn Weaver. Thank you so much for all you've done. Thanks for finding this little guy and what I'm saying, giving me the opportunity. And now I'm just trying to spread my wings. Oh, by the way, I was watching Morris Day doing the birds. So just shout out to all you old school folks out there with the time. I had to say that. So you know what? We've talked enough. Let's bring in my man Cigar Mike, because we got some drinks we're gonna get popping off. I know you got one hell of a cocktail coming, and I always look forward to Mike making cocktails. So
always.
You know what I'm saying?
In
a wonder. Look at that hat. I mean, where'd you get that brim, player? That's nice. What's up, Michael?
It's the Firestone Valley Customs,
Uh-oh.
You wear it, Give my
you big baller.
You look good. Good.
Well,
What's going on? What's going on?
Rocking the cigar in the day too. I'm at Life and Time.
You at Life and Time? Okay.
With MJ.
Tell my guy MJ what's up. Jeff Street, always got to shout out my fellas, man.
G Street, my man.
G Street.
Yeah, I'm over here chilling, man.
Yeah.
Great time. Quite spirited, of course.
Of course. We would expect nothing less, bro.
I was listening. I was backstage, and I was listening. Jay, you've been in Atlanta for a long time. So you said that Queen V won what?
Master Blender of the Year for 2020.
So Master Blender of the Year.
So when that happens, we're from Atlanta. So when that happens, we go, what?
What? Oh yeah, my bad.
Say it again.
I'm in the backyard, so I can get a bit loud. What?
I can get loud, but people come back here and they'll, because I've been drinking and they'll want to know what's going on.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Hey, Sailor.
Look at that guy. Oh yeah, heck yeah. We forgot to. Hey, we brought on Cigar Mike and did not wish him a happy birthday. Last week was your birthday, and you turned. Can I say it or you want to say it?
Last week was the 25th anniversary of my 25th birthday.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's magnificent, brother. Hey, it's always good to see your brother making 50 years, man. Salute to you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Excellent.
I'm quite surprised. I'm quite surprised myself. So.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Well, shoot. Hey, man, glad to have the whole gang together. This is awesome, bro. Yeah. 1 year anniversary. Who would have thunk it, Michael? What's up?
Man. Wow. I mean, it's I guess it's one of the good things that you can say about this pandemic situation. And
sing it.
Jay and I were friends before, but I didn't know Sailor. I didn't know Rawnica. I didn't know Mac. I have all these amazing new friends. Uncle Nearest has created an amazing platform. So, and I turned 50. So I love it. This is great.
Yes, it's a good, it's a good month. Well, it's great to be here celebrating the 1 year anniversary of the show and to have you on, Mike, because you're a legend, dude. You make the show.
Indeed.
So we're glad to have you.
Mostly in my own mind, but yes, I am a legend.
Yeah, mine too. Both of our minds.
Cool.
Hey, I think you're awesome too, bro. I think you're a legend. No doubt.
So
we talk stuff, but I love you.
At least 3 of us.
This is being recorded. I'm sending this to my mother.
Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Mom?
I love it.
All right, well, I need something to drink, so let's make this cocktail.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Lucia's in the house.
Lucia. Hello.
So anybody who's like a hip hop person, I'm gonna say this. Like I'm gonna shout out Lucia. Lucia, I'm gonna start calling you Luch, like Chic Luciano. You know what I'm saying? With the locks. The locks. They used to be on Puffy's label. So yeah, but all right.
Yeah.
Just arbitrary crap I'm saying. My bad.
Yeah, you're
cigars and whiskey. Let's start drinking and then we can start smoking.
Yeah, I think we've done it.
Yeah.
I think we've done it.
It's going to pair with a lot of cigars. So I picked some flavors that really complement a lot of different types of flavors in the cigars. We're going to do a coffee and chocolate old fashioned tonight. It's something simple and easy. I actually made a coffee simple syrup, which is just sugar, water, and coffee beans boiled. And then as soon as it comes to a boil, take it off, let it cool, and strain it. And you've got syrup. And then I've just got chocolate bitters, some Hershey's chocolate to shave on the top. So we're going to
make that face again. Make that face again. You made a really cool face.
It all goes together.
Can you do that again? That was dope.
I probably will do it. We're going to use Uncle Nearest 1856 in our old fashioned tonight. Uncle Nearest 1856, of course, is our flagship. First thing we went to market with. It is going to be 8 to 14 year aged. Not playing around, coming in at 100 proof. So I really love to use 1856 in the old fashions. It holds up really well. You really get those flavors that come through from being 100 proof and extra aged. So got a lot of baking spices coming through in this, a lot of oak. So it plays really well with the chocolate and the coffee. So we're going to do 2 ounces.
Sweet and smooth, like me.
1856.
And Mike. And Rawnica. How many ounces? I'm sorry, I missed that part. I was talking to.
2 ounces of Uncle Nearest,
Let's do
1856. And then we're going to do that coffee simple. Really, it depends on how sweet you like your old fashioned. So you can go anywhere from a half an ounce to an ounce. I like 3/4 ounce in mine. So I'm going to do 3/4 ounce of coffee simple syrup.
Her sweet tooth. Me too. By the way, thank you, Rawnica, for sending me the cocktail. Your boy, I appreciate that.
You are welcome.
I got it last night. It worked out perfectly. Or no, today. And
then chocolate bitters. I do about 5 dashes. Any chocolate bitters will work. I know Angostura has one that's pretty readily available. I'm using Fee Brothers, but any chocolate bitters will work. And just about 5 dashes. Give it that nice chocolate flavor. Give her a stir. It's one of the things that's great about old fashions. They don't take a lot of effort. And then I've got you some chocolate here.
Sure did.
And a little microplane. I'm just going to do a little shade of the chocolate.
Mike, are you paying attention? What are you doing over there?
Yes,
You taking notes?
Yes.
Okay.
See? It's got that little chocolate shade in it, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
Passion. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, let me throw my can I put my big old ice ball up in there? Let's get you
So delicious.
By the way, my hands are clean, ladies and gentlemen. It's my drink, so I'll be okay. Boom.
You get that nice
outstanding
smoking these cigars, that sweet chocolate place. So I'm
of course I didn't bring my stuff. So what are we're gonna get started smoking. So Mike, since you are the resident cigar aficionado trainer master guy, I need you to talk to us about what we get started on, because I'm about to clear up my daggone table. But how do I get started for those folks who are tuning in for the first time, but also too, we've been doing this all the time. What's my cigar? I'm doing my intros cut right here. So what the heck? What we doing, bro? How we get this party started?
If you get my cutter, it's in the hand. Very important. So what Jay's about to do, not disrespectfully, but we call it the idiot-proof way of cutting your cigar. So you get your cigar like this. Take your cutter, lay it down on a flat surface. Put your cigar in it, and close the cutter. And show us what we got, Jay.
Okay.
Boom. How'd that look right there, bro? How'd that look right there?
Perfecto.
Perfect. I've never done it that way before. That's very useful.
Yeah,
I like the idiot-proof way of cutting this.
Oh yeah, it's a perfect cut.
Works for me.
Works out well. So,
all right. What's next on the menu, son?
What's next?
So what Jay is about to do is called toasting the foot. So you got the head of the cigar here. You got the foot.
See.
Jay is now going to toast the foot. Let it rip, Jay.
We're going around the edge, right? The outer edge.
But back it up a little bit so you don't scorch it.
You
see a cherry, you smell it a little bit.
I just figured that out. I think I have it too close all the daggone time.
And now start the puff. Now, Jay, turn the cigar like this toward you. Now blow into it. And you can see where it's lit and where it's not lit.
God dogging Michael.
Just want to catch that thing up there. Couple more puffs. And he's in there like swimwear.
Looking good. Looking good.
My man, Jay. I was unable to perform that live because I'm already
smoking. Nothing wrong with that.
Been smoking.
Yeah.
Been.
Well, there we go.
It's a slow day. This is only my third cigar. Today.
All right. Thank you, Michael. Now, for those of us who are getting into smoking, but you know, I was talking to my guy Tex by Instagram. What's up, Rover? If you're out there, by Instagram, talking about golf, and you know, a lot of people get into golf and they kind of suck. The best thing to do is to have a little bit of a golf lesson, training this so you don't start out with bad habits. So what are some good habits you need to start out with, sir, when it comes to cigar smoking? Like how do you get this party started? Start knowing what the hell you're doing.
Okay, so let's dismiss some myths here. Let's do that. So a lot of people you'll see they'll take the band off their cigar. As soon as they light it, they'll take the band off. Do not do that. So in Europe, they thought it was pretentious for you to have the band on your cigar. So when you walk into the cigar club, they will pop the band off and put it in the ashtray. The reality of the situation is these bands are put on by human beings with this called glue. It is not perfect. People are not perfect, and from time to time, some of the glue will touch the cigar. So you run the risk of popping your band off and ripping your entire wrapper off.
Oh.
And you'll be smoking nothing but binder, which is kind of embarrassing. And you won't get your money back. So that's one thing.
Right.
Another thing about cigars are like wine or, like whiskey. Every cigar is not for you, just like every whiskey is not for you. You understand what I'm saying? So
right on.
All you want to know is that you enjoy the cigar. The best cigar in the world is the one you like the most.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with my palate. I could tell you one thing and you get something completely different. It doesn't matter. We all don't taste the same qualities in a wine. We all don't taste the same qualities in a bourbon, and we definitely don't taste the same qualities in a cigar. It's not what you want.
Yes.
It's not what you want. What's up, Rod? I see you, Rod.
So just, it's all about for me, it's always been about the journey. I'm not going to smoke one cigar just like I'm not going to have one meal for the rest of my life.
Right.
It depends on the time of day when I wake up. I do my little wake and bake. I got some, with coffee, that type of thing. I know that
wake and bake. I'm
and
sorry.
Different things to different people, but to
Depends
me,
on where you live. Yes, her.
But what particular set of proclivities you have. However, for me, I'll start out with maybe a mild to medium cigar, with my coffee, or a lot of times I'll drink tea, and then, next step, maybe I had a little something to eat, I'll move into a medium or fuller cigar. Later on in the day, of course, I've had maybe another meal, perhaps some bourbons, maybe a copious amount of bourbon. So I want to have something that's going to resonate.
I like when you say that.
So, it's all about how you feel. It's very environmental.
Gotcha.
Smoking is very environmental. You know what I'm saying? Some cigars I smoke, I want to smoke them and just enjoy the sun, the day, the trees. I want to get everything out of that cigar. So I'm not going to want to talk to people. I want to smoke the cigar. I want to have the and let that be it.
It's like a Zen moment for you.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And then, way about whiskey.
Yeah. And some cigars they can be more conversational, because in conversation sometimes your cigar will go out. It takes a lot to better the cigar, the longer it'll take for it to go out. But you want something that's going to be able to stand up to a relight if you're going to be in a lot of conversations.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want something that's really mild and flavorful that you have to relight 3 times, because it's going to be a different cigar. It's not going to taste the same.
Really?
Not at all.
Didn't think about that. Okay. Can you tell me why that is? This is just curious. I mean, I don't know. We about to get into it, start bringing folks in, but I wonder why that is, though.
Okay, so, let's look at it like let's look at it like a steak, right?
Okay.
You take a steak, you put it on the grill, you cook it perfectly, right? Okay, cool. Well, got the talking, got the doing things. So put it back on the grill, and I'm gonna cook it a little more, just kind of warm it up, but you're still cooking it.
Yeah.
Heard.
So it's getting more char. You know what I'm saying? So with the cigar, you're gonna have more of the tar and the nicotine that was already burning, and you're just going to relight that. So it needs to be somewhat of a stronger cigar in order to be able to absorb some of that strength that's coming to it. If it's a mild cigar, you're going to get a lot of power that just rushes to you, and it's not going to be the same flavor that you were used to when you started that cigar.
Right on.
Jahar, what up, bro?
Jahar, yes, you're absolutely right, Jahar. I can lay claim to that testimony, brother. Yes, sir, for sure. Right on. All right.
Sure. Okay. Whatever.
Right. It happens. All right. So
let's bring some people in. Let's do it.
we in the mix right now. So I would say let's lean back. Who was the first person we brought in, Mike? Who was the first show? You remember? What's up?
Oh, that was my man G Money.
That's right. Empress Cut Cigars. Greg.
Yeah.
Where you at, sir?
Greg.
Hey, boom. There you go. He out in the back like me. What's up, Greg?
That's right. How y'all doing?
Looking fresh. What's going on, sir? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's good to see y'all too. Yeah. How's everything? Happy June to you.
Happy June. Happy Juneteenth coming up. Right on.
That's
yes,
right.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. You looking forward to a good month yourself, sir?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, look, we're on the backside of COVID. You remember this time last year, this was our only option, right? Doing these kind
Boy,
of here,
that's
right?
it.
You know, we were housebound and scared to go out, and scared. Look, sometimes even scared of our own family members. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're at a place now where things are starting to open up. There's a lot of optimism. People can get out and there can be physical contact between human beings again. And so it's a good thing. And so I'm looking forward to it. And let's see what happens.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, give a shout out. So, Gabrielle, the event is sold out. I guess you're talking about stuff for Juneteenth. If you're in the area, you can get up there. Just go, girl. Just go ahead. There's no tickets for tours, right? It's a farm, so you're just gonna be able to walk around. Meander,
hang out,
drink some, smoke some, have a good time.
I'll be
Cigars. I mean,
I'll be meandering.
Absolutely.
We'll be meandering around. Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be meandering around, smoking cigars, hanging out. While we have Greg on, I'm going to give a quick shout out. I got my monthly cocktail kit from Sailor in the mail yesterday, and it's featuring Greg's cigars. So
yeah,
Right.
It's good, baby.
Sailor, pop your link into the comments if people want to have another experience with Greg, get some of those cigars, some amazing cocktails made by Sailor, and join you for the June event. I'm super, super excited about it. I don't know what the date is, but Sailor can put it in the comments. But I was pleasantly surprised to see your cigars in that pack when it arrived.
Yeah, we're going to be there June 9th with Sailor. I mean,
June 9th, perfect.
that's what's up.
Yep, bring us on. And so we're really excited to do that as well.
I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely.
Good deal. Yeah, man, that's beautiful how it all comes full circle. We started out, we were, fumbling around, cameras all towed up, and we brought Greg on, and we still got down for the get down, man.
And it was a great show.
Yeah.
Mike did a great job. You did a great job. I mean, Sailor, it was fantastic. So, yeah, I'm glad that you guys brought us back for your 1 year anniversary.
Absolutely, man. We got to bring back the first for sure. So tell us how's stuff been going since the show, how things went, but of course, what's been going on with Empress Cut since then, man? I know you got a lot of stuff going on in the last year.
Yeah. So things were really good for us. 2020, despite what happened with COVID, it was a pretty phenomenal year for our company. And we galvanized around the whole COVID thing, and tried to figure out a way to survive and thrive. It wasn't just a matter of surviving; it was also about thriving during COVID, right? And so, we got some pretty smart people that are part of our partnership and ownership group, and so we were able to pull things together and figure out a way to not only keep the train moving, but we also did really well. And so, we've carried that momentum into 2021. We're really excited about the year. We launched at the end of last year. We launched our Jazz series back in October, which was our second cigar. It was a Dominican blend that we worked with Manuel Limoa on from La Aurora. And so that's been going really well. We've had great momentum with that particular cigar. We produced 3 cigars that were a part of the line. We have a Toro, a Gran Robusto, and a Gordito. And we were inspired by jazz music. When I was in college, I worked at a college radio station and we did jazz, and Darnell was a jazz aficionado as well. He and I went to college together, so we used to hang out a lot at the radio station. And then our other partners also loved the genre as well. So when we went to the DR, what we were looking to do was to replicate in a cigar the same feeling and emotions of a jazz song. So jazz is about disparate instruments, right? You got 4 or 5 instruments that come together to create harmony. And so what we were looking to do was to take disparate blends of longleaf filler and incorporate something that would create this very singular and beautiful cigar. And we came out with the Jazz series, and it's been received relatively well in the market. So we're really excited about that.
Sounds beautiful.
Outstanding. Yeah. We gotta give a shout out to Brandy and Ian up in Chi-Town. I know they're doing a watch party. What's up, Brandy? Yeah. What's up, Ian? Holding it down. Give a shout out to Chastity up there in Chicago. See how y'all doing up there.
Not just
Mega. I'm sorry. Mega watch party. That means it's a lot of people.
That's
right. A whole lot of people tune in. So what's up, everybody in Chicago at the watch party? How y'all doing? Hopefully everything's going good up there in the Windy City. I'm figuring it's probably maybe 75 degrees, starting to get cold. It's nighttime. We'll see. Yeah, good. Well, all right, man. That's great, man. I'm so glad to hear everything has been blowing up for y'all, and since too, just continue to grind and do like everyone else is doing, man. You had to turn and pivot, and for some folks within COVID, it actually did very well. So I'm glad to hear about the success and stuff like that, man. Very, very glad to hear that.
What are you smoking tonight, Jay?
Well, I'm smoking. Of course, I'm smoking Empress Cut.
Yes.
Because I started off. I'm smoking a Toro, and this is. Which one is this, man? Greg, can you tell which one?
Toro. Yeah, you got our
that's the
Nicaraguan Toro. That's the first cigar that we produced.
Gotcha.
Back in 2017, and we brought to market in 2018. And we stayed with that one cigar, Jay, for 18 months, because we just wanted to vet, our business model in the market before we started launching a bunch of cigars. We just didn't know, right?
Right.
And
sound like us with 1856, man, for sure.
So that cigar picked up a lot of traction in the marketplace, and it's sort of our flagship. It's our first love, the Toro.
Love it.
Amen. That's the same way we feel about 1856 for daggone sure. That's awesome. So I'm smoking your first cigar from our first cigar show, and our first cigar maker who was on our first cigar show. I love it. I think that's dope as hell, bro. That actually worked out. Look at God. Look at God.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? So is there anything brand new we're looking forward to for 2021 that you guys got that's some inside information for the folks tuning in? Something that's going on with Empress Cup, man?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, we have another cigar that we anticipate. Some of this is, we're still waiting on, our partners in Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic, but we're anticipating launching a new cigar in the July, maybe August timeframe now.
Okay.
The latest word that I got, but it's something we listen to our customers a lot, and we get a lot of feedback on our cigars, from, extremely experienced smokers to intermediate smokers to even novice smokers. And so we've gotten a lot of feedback over the last couple of years that we always notate, we take notes, and then when we meet as a partnership, we talk through, iterations of cigars and what's the next step. And so we're really excited about a cigar that we anticipate that we'll launch sometime in the mid-July to maybe early August time frame. That will be Nicaraguan in origin, and it's going to be slightly different from how we came to market in terms of the cigar. But one of the things I will say that we don't compromise on sort of our standard of creating cigars that have a lot of flavor to them. We're also in the lab now, looking at what the next generation of jazz cigars are going to be. So we have a few of those that are in line. We're anticipating those will likely be launched sometime in Q3, just in time for the Q4 rush. That's what we're looking for.
For those who aren't in business, that's fall and winter.
Yeah.
No, anyway, my bad.
Right.
In layman's terms.
Look, Mike sit down and lectured me last week on how corporate I was. So my bad. My bad.
Right.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Right on.
I'm too corporate.
You cool with me, man. You on both sides. You cool and you corporate. So you gotta have that balance, brother. Gotta have that balance. So how would you say too that how the Empress Cut in regards to the culture, the lifestyle of cigar smoking, how well do you think things have been going, and how well have you been accepted and grown within that culture with cigar smokers? I'm pretty sure you got some heavy hitters who are like folks like that just they drink Uncle Nearest now. Like they're huge fans of the thing. So how's that been going with you guys?
It's humbling, and it's everything. It's a combination of both of those things. It's humbling because the truth of the matter is that this Mike has been a part of Mike has been at the genesis of what has been the culture kind of from day one. But all of a sudden when we got into it, we had a somewhat of an understanding of what was transpiring, but I don't think any of us on our partnership group really understood the depths and the breadth of what was going on within the culture. But what I will say, without the culture, there is no EC. And so we've been humbled and deeply appreciative of the people within the culture that have accepted us. Look, we were unicorns. Uncle Nearest,
Yes.
Uncle Nearest was a unicorn in this space, right?
Man.
You know, people looked at us sideways, you know, when we got into it, and you know, we didn't have vowels and Z's at the end of our names. So it's something where, you know, without the culture, you know, trusting us and giving us a chance, you know, Empress Cut doesn't do what it's doing. So the culture's been everything to us, and we're deeply appreciative. You know, we're not, you know, what a lot of people don't know, we skew a little older. So I probably have been smoking a lot longer than there was a culture. So I don't necessarily know that I am deeply immersed in the culture. But one thing I can tell you is that I'm deeply appreciative of everything that the culture has been, because the confluence of that happening with the timing of us introducing our cigars to the market, it was perfect. It was a perfect storm, and the culture has catapulted us. That's just the bottom line. Yeah.
Amen.
Hey, Greg, when you get a second, could you text me the spelling of confluence? I'm gonna look it up a little bit.
Hey, Mike, I was actually going to ask you about proclivity a little earlier. You know, you just let me know.
Okay.
Right.
We'll have a meeting. We'll have a meeting about this later.
Yeah. As we drink and smoke a copious amount of Uncle Nearest and Emperor's Cut for right now.
Mike, what are you smoking tonight? Let's bring on somebody new. Greg, you're not going anywhere. You're staying here. We're gonna get a group together.
Listen, so this young lady, and I'm smoking this particular cigar kind of in honor of my birthday, and because I was in Philadelphia this past weekend, and she took time out of her schedule. Her and some of my other friends came up to Philadelphia to support me, and we hung out, and we, you know, had drinks and went and ate and smoked cigars. So the name of this particular cigar, and I've reached 50 and realized a lot of stuff, but I'm living my dream. So I'm living the dream.
That's right. Perfect.
So, and this
Drunken Chicken.
This is not only somebody of the industry or just in the business, you know, herself, just like Greg and the guys from Emperor Cuts, are people that I consider my friends, and I'm glad to have her here. So let's welcome Miss Desiree from Drunken Chicken.
Desiree!
Hey!
What it is?
I'm breaking all the rules tonight.
Welcome to the party. Smoking in the house. You in trouble.
I'm getting in trouble later.
My wife was not pleased. I did that last month. It was cold and rainy here on our show last month. So
just got cussed out. We all get a little bit of good trouble. That's good. That's good.
Right.
We
welcome, Desiree.
Thank you. And I made your chocolate
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned, yes. It's super sweet.
Less simple syrup in then.
Yeah, it's tasty. I like
it.
It's
very tasty. Very
More
tasty.
Uncle Nearest.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
we just see Mike make his drink tonight. Oh, we missed that part. Daggone it, Mike. How did we miss that part?
Well, wait a minute. Time. Let's do it, Mike. Make your drink.
Fear not.
Fear not.
I'm going to give you the short version. So here, I have my neat glass. Thank you. It's one of my birthday gifts. Compliments of last year's mustaches. Love you, Joyce. Thank you so much. So we have.
What's up, Monica?
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Monica. So
homie,
Uncle Nearest. What you're gonna do is you're gonna ever so gently add 3 more parts.
Bull.
My skills are a little off.
Splash of Uncle Nearest.
I'd rather err on the side of my fortune. So this may be a little bit over. But here we have what I call my perfect Uncle Nearest cocktail.
Boom. Every time.
Every time I get such a kick out of this, and every time it's the same drink, and every time I get so much joy.
Imagine how much joy I get out of it.
Oh, you got a lot of joy.
Word. So Desiree, what's going on with you? What's up with the ladies with the drunk chicken? What's going down, lady? And where you at? Because I forgot to ask that with Greg. Empress Cut is out of Texas.
We're out of Houston, but I live in Atlanta.
You in right. You in ATL. And Desiree, you all aware?
I'm out of Washington, D.C., but all of my cigars are currently made in Florida.
Okay.
Right on. Oh yeah, Mac, I forgot to say that. Can we let's throw up websites for everybody for Emperor's Cut and Drunk Chicken, so people know where they can go and get these fantabulous cigars and support the cause like we're doing right now.
And
Love
Max
that.
says, yeah, more work for me. Thanks. Mac, just remember, Jay said that. It wasn't me.
Yeah, my bad. So Desiree, what's going on with you for the month of June? What's going on new with you all? What's happening?
Well, happy anniversary and happy birthday again, Mike. And June, I will be down celebrating Uncle Near's anniversary with you guys.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Jay, you will be missing out, but I am going to have a drink and a cigar for you.
Amen.
When are you coming down? Are you coming down on Friday?
I'm coming on Friday morning. I'll be there like 6 something in the morning.
Great.
Because it's such a short flight.
I'm sure we'll all go out Friday night.
I might see your face somewhere before I hit the road and head back this way. I might be able to catch you. That'd be cool.
All right, that sounds good.
Give you a high five and hop in the car and I'm gone.
Yeah, so I'm doing that in June, and then July I'm doing the Premium Cigar Association, the PCA show in Vegas, and we're launching at that show. Mike, you love the Fat Hands?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Fat Hands are getting bigger.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and so we're launching a new size at PCA. And we are also going to launch a new cigar called the Extreme Cigar, EGG Stream cigar. So it's had phenomenal feedback. We've tested it and actually tested it in Texas, and it's sold out 30 boxes in a weekend. So we definitely feel like this is the one that we want to go with. So we'll be launching that at in July as well.
Brian,
so that'll be our 7th cigar.
7th?
What's up, brother
7th.
Brian?
There you go. Okay.
Tell me about your name, Desiree, not your personal name, but
Drunk Chicken. Well, we have a chicken farm here. It's late. If we were a little bit earlier, you would hear the rooster out there, cock-a-doodle doing all day, every day. That's all he does. Wants to let me know that he's out there.
yes.
And we have it's a small chicken farm. It's personal. I have a chicken fetish. I just enjoy my chickens.
Fetish.
Yeah, they all have little personalities, each one of the chickens.
I love
And and I named them all, and it's one of the things I love to do is while they're roaming in the yard, I'll go out on the swing, smoke my cigar. Like Mike said, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want that's where I escape the world. And it's just me and the chickens. And oh, by the way, I do have some ducks too. So, and I just look at the trees and them and enjoy life, living the dream.
Good.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That's how you're supposed to do it. What's up, Jerry? I see you out there, brother.
What's up, Jerry?
Out there riding them horses, man. Hey, Jerry, get ready, bro. You are about to get body slammed with a boatload of people coming to see you for June 19th. That's for sure. So y'all be able to see Jerry in the flesh. Yeah, Jerry's up there with in charge of the horses and is a part of our whiskey family for sure. So it's gonna be real cool. If you didn't know, at our distillery we have 3 things that Tennessee is known for: whiskey, of course, music, and horses. So it's an old horse farm. So that's gonna be really dope. Y'all gonna be able to see it all at our beautiful new distillery reopening on the 19th. So Desiree, I can't even remember what month we had you on in, but I do remember, I think it was kind of chilly outside.
Was it like November, December or something like that?
It was, it was kind of chilly. Yeah, it was kind of chilly a little bit. So, but what has been going on with you since then? What's happening coming into 2021? I know you spoke a little bit about some stuff, but is there anything like some things that aren't really necessarily out there yet that you might be able to give us the inside clue on?
Well, I did launch the 6th blend in 2020 and the Homicidal Hen, and we launched it, and
great name.
I had a whole boatload of orders, and I actually had to start refunding some of the orders to the shops because we started having problems getting the broadleaf. Broadleaf in the industry quality broadleaf has become a problem to get, and quality is extremely important to how we blend things. And so we decided to we had expectations of making 200 boxes off the start, and we ended up with 14 with the leads we had left. Because I did do a lot of market research originally, and I just don't. When I blended the original blends, they were just for me. But after the sixth blend that we did, it was for other people to smoke. So I wanted to get other people's opinion, what was new, what was different than what we were already doing, and broadleaf was definitely one of the things that a lot of people were enjoying at the time. So with the 14 boxes that we were able to make, we now have that as our event cigar. And we are starting to have small production of those again. We are getting broadleaf back in. So the sixth blend will hopefully take off and be that homicidal hand that it's supposed to be.
Let me see that picture on that box.
So the homicidal.
That's gorgeous. That's fabulous.
The homicidal hand is her cigar version of 1820.
Oh yeah, so we totally understand that you plan to do 200, but you only have 14.
Right?
Totally get that.
it is the smokable 1820.
Right. Yeah. You gotta have that quality. We can't. You know that. Greg knows that. You gotta have that quality. You're not gonna play when it comes to quality, and I think that's the one thing truly that we understand. Of course, also to being black owned, but also the fact that you gotta maintain that quality and to the utmost. Specifically when it comes to our companies a lot of times. So I mean I'm really proud of the fact that you do that as well as Greg does that with the quality of product that we do. We're not gonna skimp. That's not what we're gonna do. And we're so happy to do that as a company. Like Fawn don't play. Like if it ain't top notch, then she's not gonna mess with it no more. So that's how we keep doing it. So that's good.
One other thing I want to mention that So I started off with just me, and now we have grown. We have now 4 brand ambassadors. We have one in Georgia. We have one in Texas. We have one in the DC, Baltimore area, and we have one for New York, Philly area, New Jersey. So we just have 2 just came on board one this month, one last month. So you'll be seeing a lot more. They're kind of in training right now, but we are absolutely growing and as a family and love the energy that everyone has been giving the new ambassadors. So thank you to everybody.
That's good. That's good.
So then,
hey Jay, let's get Rob on real quick, and then we'll have everybody on, and we can continue to chat. So
yeah.
Wait, who's coming up?
Got Rob coming on from Pura Soul Cigars.
Pure Soul. So got a full house. The gang's all here.
House.
My buddy.
Hey Rob, how are you?
Yeah, boy.
I'm well. How everybody doing?
Good.
There he is.
Good.
Rob, I'm smoking the King's Treasure tonight from the Pura Soul brand. So
yeah,
it's amazing. Actually, it's really good.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
Robert, good to see you again, man. Welcome back to the party, brother. And speaking of jazz, man, I've been missing you, man.
I know. It was very interesting listening to Greg with the connection with jazz and everything. You know, he's like my kindred spirit there. You know what I mean? We have the same passion for jazz, and we understand how compatible jazz is to the cigar experience. You know, it's very artistic. You know, it has so many different, not different, but similar parts that work together. You know, I personally, I am a jazz musician, and I also have invested a lot of time in the premium cigar industry, and I've had the opportunity to present my own blend. I think it's in 2013, and since then I've been pretty much focusing on the distribution and primarily in the Northeast. I'm based out of New York. I live in New York. The company is based out of Florida, but I import cigars and manufacture cigars from 3 different countries: Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and Honduras. And it's been an experience. It's a journey that I'm still, on, and I'm at my own pace. I'm not. It's not a race, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. And a lot of my supporters are enjoying it too. So that it means a lot to me, And thank you, Rawnica, for having me on.
Thanks for being here. So tell me, I looked at the King's Treasure tonight. Tell me a little bit about what I
King's
have.
Treasure. Yeah, the King's Treasure is the last addition to my cigar portfolio. I started with a Nicaraguan blend, and that was my first blend in 2013. And then I introduced a variety of 3 different Honduran blends: a Maduro, a Barber Pole, which is a combination of a Maduro wrapper and a Corojo wrapper, manufactured by Christian Iroa in Honduras. I used to work for him and worked my way up to being his VP of sales prior to him selling the company to Davidoff. But I fell in love with the Corojo tobacco. His Corojo tobacco has a very unique quality that I have not yet found in any other cigar. It's very unique. So when I had the opportunity to have my own cigar line with his help, because he owns farms, he owns a factory, and because of our relationship, he has allowed me the opportunity to manufacture my cigars, distribute my cigars with his sales force, of which I was also managing at that time. And he owns a box factory. I mean, he has everything that is needed to produce a good quality cigar. So I would visit Honduras on various occasions and develop a blend primarily with his Corojo cigars, alternating different wrappers. The wrapper basically gives the fundamental flavor to each cigar blend. I mean, the filler contributes a lot, but it's basically the wrapper. My last premium cigar blend I call it King's Treasure. It's with a partnership that I have over the last 4 years with Jose Dominguez Jr. He owns a huge factory in Santiago, and I always wanted to add a Connecticut shade to my portfolio because I have a Maduro, I have a Nicaraguan blend, and what was missing was a Connecticut shade. I fell in love with the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, which is what's being used on my King's Treasure, and that's for my relationship with Davidoff. When we got acquired by Davidoff, I stayed with them as a sales manager for about 3 years, and a lot of the Davidoff cigars, they use Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. That to me has more personality, has a variety of different qualities than the USA Connecticut wrapper. So I blended a cigar with that Ecuadorian Connecticut quality that I liked while working with Davidoff. It's not a knockoff. It's not anything. I'm not saying it's a Davidoff cigar, but that was what I was kind of trying to sort of incorporate that quality and then tweak certain things that I don't like about it. And a lot of people like it. It's slightly different from your normal Connecticut shade. It has a little full flavor to it. It has some complexity to it, and it leaves a lot to work with. So I think it's compatible with a lot of spirits.
Absolutely, I can see that. Yes, it's a it's an easy smoke. I mean, it's playing very well.
Hey to your wife too, by the way.
Yeah, hi.
That's Marietta, my wife here.
Hey, Marietta.
Right on.
Chocolate and coffee. It's almost
haven't seen you in forever. How are you?
Yeah, it's almost butterscotchy to me, and so it's playing really well with the chocolate.
I know it's been a long time. Everybody's good. Everybody made it through this pandemic thing, okay?
Hallelujah. We here.
So
Yes.
good.
The other side, that's for sure.
Blessed.
Oh yeah.
Blessed.
Oh yeah.
So,
So go ahead,
Rob,
Mike. Go ahead.
no, I just want to ask Rob a quick question. So in dealing with the Ecuadorian Connecticut, were you going for like a kind of like an earthy flavor, kind of like a fresh hay type of flavor, Rob? Is that something that you wanted to start with?
I wanted something similar to what I like about the Davidoff cigar. Davidoff uses San Vicente, the Dominican tobacco that if you use too much of it, it can overpower the blend.
Yes.
So, but it works, you know what I mean? So I have some of that in there, and the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. I have an Indonesian binder, and I like that Indonesian binder because it's combustible, but it doesn't interfere with the blend. It doesn't overpower the wrapper, and so I wanted the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper to be the dominant flavor to the blend, and some of that San Vicente, which a lot of people don't particularly like, but if you put just enough of it, it works. It can offset some of the different notes that you get from the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. And then there's some organic tobacco in there too that kind of it will evolve and gives you kind of a very mild sweet taste. So I worked with this blend for a long time, and I like it. I want it to be appealing to the majority of cigar smokers. They smoke Connecticut shapes, the majority of cigar smokers, and that was missing from my my cigar portfolio. So I wanted to have something for them, and I like it, man. It's like my it's a mild to medium cigar, but it has a little body to it. It's not just it's not weak in terms of strength, but it's not overpowering. And I've gotten some good responses, some very good repeat business, and it's still growing. I mean, there was some hiccups over the last year with being forced to close and curbside and being forced to reduce the amount of people in the humidors when they in the lounges when they finally allowed the lounges to open again. And in many cases, a lot of the shops did 300% business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some suffered, but
open.
others just their business was incredible. So I'm still trying to get a grasp on what the market is doing so that I can kind of project and forecast. But it's ever changing. It's nothing has been steady enough, to start planning properly. So I'm still in the kind of evaluating mode, and not eager to just go balls out with a new blend at this moment.
Yeah.
But I want to see how things are going. What the FDA is doing. That it's on the shelf now, but the FDA was trying to mess up what we were doing. Forcing us not to come out with new blends and having to be predicated. You know what I'm saying? All the legalities involved in our industry. It's been, you got to tiptoe the process right now. At least for me, that's what I'm doing. I'm not in any hurry. Like I said, it's not a sprint. You know what I mean? It's a marathon, and it's growing steadily. And obviously, production has been affected too.
That's good.
You
got like I gotta agree with what Brian was talking about here. We're talking about when you give a whole lot of knowledge and information. I can see Greg and Desiree nodding their heads about what you're talking about. Like, it's real out here with everything going on. You sound a little corporate too, like Greg. Talking about forecasting and evaluations. I wanted to ask two questions real fast too of you all. The first one was Jerry asked something about that, and you all can all give your opinion about that. What's kind of like a good starter cigar for someone who's just who's like a beginner? That's the first question. And then the second one was everybody. I mean, I remember, Robert, you mentioned that you started your cigar company back in 2013, but I want everybody to kind of tell us too when you started your company, and then what have been the challenges, not necessarily challenges, but what have been the things you've had to you had to push through being a new cigar company, and then also too being Black owned and in the cigar industry, in the lifestyle, in the culture, and all that type of stuff. How you navigated through that? So I mean, it's two different questions, but just to give y'all a little place and space to kind of drop some out. So Greg, can you start off with that one, sir, please?
Let's start with Jared's question. Let's start with a good cigar.
Yeah, that's easy.
Well, I mean, I think Robert sort of alluded to the fact that Connecticut wrapper cigars are sort of a good entry point for beginning cigar smokers. And, you know, I don't want to necessarily paint a broad brush and say that every Connecticut is a good entry point, but that's probably a safer bet, you know, because they tend to be on the milder side of cigar smoking. The worst thing that can happen, I think all of us would agree with this, is for a new smoker to smoke your cigar and not be ready for it. Mike alluded to it earlier when Mike talked about every cigar was not for everybody.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that you're starting off with something that you can graduate your tolerance and your palate on. And so we don't necessarily have any Connecticut wrapper or mild cigars currently in our product mix. I mean, that's something I think that in the future we're going to address. But Mike was right, Rob was right, that you know, that's probably a safe bet for a new cigar smoker, or someone who smokes only occasionally but has not really been intentional about developing their palate.
Gotcha.
You want me to answer the second part, or just wait?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get in there. Go ahead.
So the latter part of your question was when we started. As a company, we formed our company in 2017, and it took us roughly, you know, a year and a half to 2 years to actually come to market. About a year and a half before we actually came to market with our cigar. Again, we did a lot of market research. I mean, we're all you know, all of us have corporate backgrounds, so you know, we did the research before we came to market, because we self-funded our company, so there was really a lot at stake. And then some of us, you know, not only self-funded the company, but some of us walked away from jobs, and very good paying jobs, because we believed enough in our company that you know, we wanted to go full hilt. We knew it took that level of effort in order to make it work. So we finally came to market in late 2018 is I think the time frame that we came in, and you know, we hit the ground running. I agree with Robert that it's sort of a marathon, but not a sprint. But I will admit to you, we're running an 800 right now. we got fairly fast pace, you know.
Us too.
We have to grow. I mean, we're in it to grow. We're in it to produce great product, but we're in it to grow as well.
Mm-hmm. Desiree, I got the same two questions for you, young lady.
I agree with the Connecticut shade, but not all Connecticut's are considered mild cigars. So you really have to understand the blend of the cigar when you're offering a new blend to a new person, a person that's a new smoker. I also would like to know if they when they starting off, would they like something sweet? Would they like, you know, because I do have a sweet tip called Sweet Dreams. As part of our Dream Collection, which has strong notes of vanilla and cocoa. And that's great for somebody starting off with a new smoker. They won't have the straight tobacco. But I also have one called Living a Dream, which is a Habano wrapper, but we have mild Dominican, that Mike is smoking right now, that has mild Dominican fillers. So you're really getting a real smooth, light smoke. So number one, you need to understand the cigar that you're going to offer somebody, and making sure that, I agree with Mike and Robert, making sure that the cigar is not going to be overpowering for somebody new. You might ruin their cigar experience for life, giving them a Maduro full body cigar. Although I do have a girlfriend that started off that way and has not looked back.
She's a smoker.
Desiree, you know, when I'm introducing someone to whiskey, if they aren't whiskey drinkers, I bring in wines and other things that they like and figure out what those things are, so that I can then pair a cocktail with maybe what they like in a red wine or what they like in other things. Are there other correlations? Like, what do you like in whiskey or what do you like in food that you can bring in to then figure out what they might like in a cigar at the beginning?
Absolutely. That is a great statement because Mike had alluded to this earlier. Or actually, he actually stated it. It is a lot of times about what it is you're doing, what it is you're eating, what it is you're drinking. And when you're drinking whiskeys, sometimes I know that I like a heavier cigar when I'm drinking whiskey. It does it complements it well. But so I will also look at what they're drinking. If they're drinking something heavier, maybe it is a medium cigar for them to start off with because they're not going to get those notes from a milder cigar when they're starting off. Yeah, it's definitely about the lifestyle, what's going on around them, what they're doing. There's a lot of questions and a lot of variables to answer that question.
Yes, indeed. And when did you all start with Drunk Chicken?
I started Drunk Chicken in 2019 and went to market 2020 in the heat of COVID. Yes. And we've been thriving in COVID. And 2021 has doubled everything that we've done in 2020. So yeah, we are. It's not a. I agree with Robert. It is not a marathon. I'm not in competition with anybody. I have to go at my own pace. But I am at the point where I'm meeting great people like Robert and Greg and Mike and you too, Uncle Nearest group, everybody at Uncle Nearest. But everything that I touch and see and everybody that I'm introduced to has been amazing experience and has brought something to Drunk Chicken that has provided value. And so I just been an amazing experience from the beginning. It's been challenges, don't get me wrong, because when I started off, I'm a Black female, a little bit different than the gentleman here. So when I approached lounges a little bit before COVID really shut everything down, I was the rep or the ambassador. I was never an owner. So I had to get that perception, get over that a little bit. So I'm now seeing that I'm accepted a little bit more as an owner than just an ambassador.
I heard that.
What brought you to the business? What made you want to create a cigar line?
I never really wanted to create a cigar line. It was a pure accident. I created 5 blends for myself and my fiance. We created these for us to smoke. And so we just wanted cheaper cigars. Both of us smoke cigars and we're smoking 2 to 4 a day. So at $10, we're smoking anywhere from $60 to $100 a day in cigars. And we actually ran into a group of cigar rollers in Florida, and we partnered with them to make our cigars that we like. And we only made the first 5 blends, this Living the Dream, the Sweet Dream, the Drunk Chicken Original, the Fat Hand, and the Mother Clucker were how we like to smoke, eat, and drink. And so the Mother Clucker, I love red wine. So everyone laughs at that.
Every time. Just one more time.
You got
Mother
to.
Mother Clucker.
We had a rooster that used to fight me. And so I always used to say, that Mother Clucker out there, he keeps on wanting to fight me. And so the name of that cigar is named after that rooster. But it was because I liked the red wine, so that paired well with my red wines. Okay. The Fat Hand started off as the Shorty Torpedo only, and that was I'm going to work and they pissed me off, so I'm going to go outside and have a quick smoke. So that was that. The DCO was I'm going to relax at home and drink whiskey or scotch and not have to worry about driving or the rest of the world. Living Dream was one that I could pick up anytime, anywhere, because it was so smooth, so just creamy. I was living the dream. Living Sweet Dreams. Oh my gosh, it is amazing with coffee. It has that sweet tip with cocoa and vanilla. It is not an infused cigar. It's just a sweet tip. And I drink my coffee black, so it almost made me feel like I was getting a little cream with my coffee. So yeah, the 5 blends were made for us only, and we bought 500, 100 of each. And yeah, that was our deal with the guy. That was the only place we were going, 100 of each. And we bought it and we got them and we started going out, and they were numbered 1, 2, and 3. There was no names to anything. And we went to our local lounges. We were smoking, and people said, "Oh, what are you smoking?" And I say, "Oh, one of my cigars," and hand it to them. And, "Oh, you really need to sell these." And so I went to one of my friends that owned the lounge here in the area and asked them about it. "Can you smoke this?" And he said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I will. Where do I sign up?" But only thing you have to do is change the band. And that's where we've gone ever since. So it was never to sell, but I fell into it. I've been an avid smoker for over 20 years, so cigar smoker, and it's something that feels like home for me.
Beautiful.
Amen. That's kind of similar. Like it wasn't. We didn't start out as I remember Fawn saying. We did not start out trying to be in the whiskey business.
Nope.
It just kind of came to that. So again, like Mike said, look at God. All the time.
Yes.
We would not be here if not for Him.
Won't He do it?
See, sometimes you just be a vessel. Just be a vessel. Just let Him use you.
That's right.
That's right. Follow His hand, and He shall lead thee.
That's right. Preach on, brother. So Robert.
That's it.
Robert,
Yes,
so
sir.
you got the questions too, man. Same thing in regards to the cigar to start off with, and then talk about what's been your ride from start to where you are now, man.
Yeah, I typically the lighter shade wrapper seems to be less intimidating to new smokers, because the majority of smokers, as far as the polls say, are Connecticut shades. I think it's like 60% of all smokers prefer mild in Connecticut, and then it gets smaller in regards to full body cigar smokers are in the almost 10 to 15 percentile, and then you have the medium body smokers that are sort of coming from the mild and they're transitioning into something a little more stronger. That I kind of did it backwards, because when I first introduced my first blend, the Nicaraguan cigars were booming. I mean, Nicaragua was the hotbed for new, very attractive, interesting cigars that had a unique taste profile that was different from Dominican-made cigars, which was the dominant cigars that were being imported into the U.S. So as an entry level, I believe that it's a Connecticut shade. And then once they start off with the Connecticut shade, then they start to hear about different wrappers, different strength profiles, and then they become curious. So that sort of set them off on their own personal journey. I don't believe in directing someone's journey. I give them the information, and hopefully then they go out on their own. I prefer giving them as much information as they're willing to accept, empower them with that information so that they can then go out and make their own decisions, as opposed to being only sort of driven by marketing or by Cuban brands or by ratings or by price. I kind of let them know, yeah, all of that plays into it in the decision making, but remember, it's a luxury lifestyle kind of experience. So packaging matters, price kind of matters to a lot of people. If you feel like you're treating yourself to something special, then damn it, you are. Are you really? I'm not gonna say that you're not. I know things from the inside that factors into making a pricier cigar, because sometimes you build in the marketing, the packaging, the band, the distribution behind it, the manufacturing expense behind it. All that factors into the MSRP, which is the manufacturer's suggested selling price.
Right.
And so the consumer pays for all of that other stuff. I don't
Gotcha.
have that overhead, so I can offer a cigar that I believe is in the same level, but I don't have all those other expenses. I'm completely, fully owning my own company.
Yeah.
I fund it by myself, so I can give something of value that most manufacturers will probably tag on an extra $5 or $6 on. So I try to reduce the packaging. It's important, but I believe that, smoking a cigar and evaluating it by yourself, for yourself, matters more to me. If you're more into smoking a cigar and have it being evaluated by, the influences of the noise that you get, from external factors, then you might be led in different directions. And after you do that for a while, you always come back and then you start making your own decisions. So I'm more of a guy that's trying to help folks to make their own decisions. Not to say that something is better than another. So moving on, as far as the second question, which I completely forgot. What's the second question?
I gotta say something. Monica dropped in there. Robert just became my favorite. Like you are another one of my favorite uncles. I got a few favorite uncles. You know what I'm saying? I got a few of them. I gotta shout out to my uncles all throughout Ohio and Bermuda and stuff. But yes, that was funny as heck, Monica. The second question was you when you started out, and then like the things that have gone on as businesses transpired over the years and getting you to this point, like some things that you had to move and pivot and things like that, challenges you faced, and also too the triumphs you've gotten too.
Many trials. Listen, I'm going to be honest. If you don't own farms, you don't own factories, you don't own warehouse, you don't have a sales force, you got to kind of figure out how to manage the distribution without that, right? And if you don't have a huge marketing budget, you got to figure out what's the best way to kind of integrate marketing, right? And so I have to be very careful. Whatever blend that I do select, that it can be done consistently and I can get a sufficient amount of that product when needed. You see? And what happens sometimes, it doesn't come as fast as you need it. And so now you at the, you don't have the control. Yeah. So, you're going to grow the brand to a certain point, and then you're going to be like, okay, how can I avoid from this lack of distribution or manufacturing, not distribution, the manufacturing end, and that's one of my main issues. Sometimes I wait a little longer than usual. I mean, my POs go out and I know when I get to X amount of volume in the warehouse, I need another couple hundred boxes of this particular SKU, this SKU, this SKU. Sometimes it takes a little longer than it did the last time. Why? Because they're using the same cigar rollers and they're using the same tobacco, different brands, but they're going to privatize theirs first. So now you have, the control that you lost control. So I try to make sure that whatever blend that I do use, that there's a sufficient amount of tobacco that they can manufacture my orders on a timely basis. So that's why I'm very careful. As a boutique, small, a batch kind of company, not one and done, but a small batch, that I don't want to leave my retailers out of stock. That's not good. So that's one of the issues that I'm having. And I always try to stay ahead of the game. So as I grow my distribution, I increase my orders. But the time frame, especially over the last year, has been crazy. The other obstacle is being a person of color. When I started, even as a salesperson, I was one of the first people going around selling cigars for some major companies, and I had to earn my respect. I'm not getting into but it was difficult. So I had to earn that. Which I did. I think I'm well respected in the industry for providing the service and helping every retailer that I deal with to make money. It's about them making money, and it's about me, helping them any way I can, when issues come about and everything else. But I'm up against the giants, okay? If like with this draft beer, right? Draft beer. You're going up against who? Craft. I said draft craft. The big companies, man. We can't compete with that deep pocket kind of stuff, But we got to try to get a little niche and stay on the shelf. How do you do that? The service got to be right. You got to be consistent. You got to develop relationships. You got to support them, and it's very difficult. But you know what? I'm up for it, and I've been doing very well with it. So that's why I'm not trying to expand beyond the size that I can control and manage. So I'm basically in about 225 locations.
Oh wow!
Yeah, maybe a little.
Wow,
in the Northeast, from New England down to Maryland. I have some good distribution in Indiana, a little bit in the Atlanta area, kind of fell off, Tennessee, and you'll get some help. Like Desiree, you got a couple of ambassadors, and you will invest in them and give them what they need, and then they go out and hopefully they produce. And if they don't, okay, it's time to cut that relationship, because it's your bottom line is not, it's not happening. And then you wait to find someone else. So do you put them on salary, or do you put them on commission? You put them on draw, or what do? You know what I mean? So these
Robert,
are other
so
issues.
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Into the business, real.
so far, so good. I'm crossing all fingers. Yes.
There you go.
Value in keeping in your niche, right? I mean, we are.
Yeah, talk about that from the standpoint of.
I mean, there's value in
African American there, but being widespread. Yeah. Go ahead.
in that space where you are still a niche and selective and craft, if you will, right? Because there's value in the quality and the service and the relationships. And let's face it, we're in a relationship business. You're in a relationship business. That's what we're in. And so staying in your, understanding that that's your niche and staying in it allows you to excel and gain the loyalty, I think, that maybe you don't get as a bigger brand, because it is about it's about the relationships, it's about the product, it's about who the company is as opposed to the marketing. And I think there's a lot of value in that. And we see that as Uncle Nearest as well, right? There's so much value in who we are and that people know us, right? They know who we are. And it's about developing those relationships and those loyalties, and not about marketing all the time. And I think there's a lot of value and truth in your brand at that point. So I appreciate that you see value in that you're staying kind of in that lane, because it does create loyalty from your customers.
One of the things that I love that Robert said is about the craft beer. I always compare where we are right now in the cigar industry to where the beer industry was a few years ago. And Samuel Adams came in, and all Budweiser and those big beer companies laughed at them. But look at them now and where they are now. And so I think that one of the things that where we are in the industry, in the tobacco industry, in the cigar specifically, is where craft beer, what the industry is. And we're in that space where we are changing the face and changing the model of the cigar industry. And at some point, the big manufacturers, while they're manufacturing your cigars and they're saying, oh, we're manufacturing our first, but are yours selling better than theirs? And they're going to have to change their model or look at their model to accommodate what's going on in the industry. And that's what I'm hoping, and that's what I'm seeing the trend moving towards myself.
Well, actually, that's kind of what's been done. And it's funny, you and Robert both use that, and I've used that in training. So if you look at many years ago, nobody really thought about craft beer. They were taking up 1.5%, 2% of the market. And it was like, yeah, okay. And then
he just froze 1% or 2%.
Right.
And they were doing it in their garages. All those craft beer companies were doing it out of their garages. And so now they're out of their garages and big manufacturers now. Go ahead, Mike, take over.
And there were some major craft beer, like here in Atlanta, you know, we got companies like Terrapin and Sweetwater, you know, and at a point, you know, there's a big discrepancy because, you know, Anheuser-Busch said, wait a minute, whoa, we need to, they're taking up too much. And they went and they bought Sweetwater. And therefore they're not considered a craft beer anymore.
Yep.
And I kind of saw that movement in the cigar industry. And Robert and I have been around to see some former boutiques become absorbed by these large companies and say, whoa, you guys are making a lot of movement. Hey,
yes,
here's a check, and you guys come in and you guys be brand ambassadors for your company. And because with the whole pandemic situation, big companies didn't care about the internet. They got the magazines, they got the this, they got the that, they got the booths, they got the big banners. It was the small company, it was the boutique companies that took advantage and started creating their own environments and their own spaces on Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitch. And now they have these groups. You have the people who follow Robert and Pura Soul Cigars, the people who follow Emperor's Cut, the people who follow Drunken Chicken, even many of the other brands we've had on here. Eric Espinosa has his whole La Zona, thing, and people are following him. And now the big companies go, whoa, how do we create? You can't create the big
buddy.
Environment. So these guys are making a major push. It is realized, it is seen by the major companies, it is seen by the big manufacturers, and now it's at a point where some guys are getting offered checks and they got, you know what? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna steady my course and not go with some of the big guys. Some guys have, but some guys haven't. And in on each side, definitely my hat's off to on each side, because if a major manufacturer feels like they need to purchase you, you've made a lot of noise.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay, let's stop this. Now on the other side, there are companies going, I'm just going to keep making the noise that I'm making and doing it my way, because I got into this business because I didn't want to answer to anybody. I wanted to put out the product that I want to put out for the people that I want to put it out for.
Yep.
So,
that's me. Yep.
Love it.
Yeah.
If I have to smoke every cigar that I produce, I will. I'm up for the challenge.
No doubt. And I mean, that was a point that Robert spoke on that I love with all of us being on here, is about the relationships, the things in which you look at things that are mutually beneficial. I like the fact that, when it comes to being in our different industries, whether it be cigars or whiskey or something like that, like the pie is so freaking huge that everyone can kind of carve out their own niche and really kind of do their thing and have their own following, have their own love and stuff like that, and still be a very successful and profitable company when it comes to that. But then on the other side of it, still be a brand that resonates with people. So I mean, from that standpoint, I like the fact that we've grown so fast as a whiskey company. I mean, like turn your head. I mean, when I came on with Uncle Nearest, we were just about to be a year old. And I mean, I remember, kind of like how you spoke about it, Desiree, how you spoke about it, Robert. And I know how you went through it too, Greg. Is like you walked in the doors and some people were like, man, get up out of here. Like they didn't want to hear you, didn't want to. But I mean, the game has changed tremendously, especially in the last 8 to 9 months, as well as in the last week. Rawnica, you can attest to that.
Yes.
Where all of a sudden the phone is ringing off the hook. I mean, it's like wow. And I mean, it's funny, man. It's just really, really wild how things change. But I mean, also too, you gotta stay to your course and keep on doing what you're doing. But then also too, you got to take that success in stride and realize, like you said, it's a marathon. It ain't a race. You know what I'm saying? Keep on making those moves, being strategic about it, and keep doing the quality things that got you to where you are right now. So,
Yes.
I mean, I commend all of y'all with what you're doing, with where you started, where you are right now, and the fact that we're all together. You know, it's mutually beneficial. Like we putting out there and talking about your businesses, your cigars, as well. At the same time, you all are doing cigars and doing events, and Uncle Nearest is right there. So, I mean, I love that. I mean, I definitely wanted to make sure I put that out there.
But it's a definite support system.
Yeah.
It's at a place now where, you know, when I came into the industry, it's vastly different. There were maybe 2 African-American owners of cigars when I came into the business. And, you know, it's grown by leaps and bounds. But the thing that's the difference now, and I think this is going to be one of the lead difference makers, and I'm a big proponent of it, is you're not going to see these 2 major manufacturers go, hey, let's go over here and do this one thing. But what you can see is these boutique guys go, hey, I'm going to do this event. You want to do it with me? Let's work together. So we can carve out, because understand something, we're still only talking about 1.5 to 2.5% of American society being cigar smokers. Now, how that small amount of people can sustain an entire industry is amazing, to say the least.
That's a good point.
Again, in my opinion, cigars are the least expensive point into a luxury lifestyle. There is nothing else on earth luxury you can buy for $10. Not a watch, not a car, not a boat, not an airplane. But when you look at the watch game, you look at the car game, you look at the boat game, you look at the airplane, guess what? You find these.
That's right.
You know, we want everybody, but we don't want anybody. Because
that one. That's a good word right there.
We're taking our time. These people are creating beautiful products for us to sit back and enjoy our spare time.
Yes.
With Uncle Nearest, they're creating an amazing product so we can sit back after work, after a whole bunch of meetings, put the kids to bed and go, you know what? My time.
That's right. That's right.
Or have them scream in the background if necessary while you smoke your cigar. I'm sorry.
Hey, I gotta. Of course, I gotta address the question in the room that always comes up. This brother Robertson mentioned out there about how do you get your hands on 1820? Man, listen, it has been put down, laid down by the CEO herself. You got to go to the distillery. So, Brother Robertson, hopefully you are in the vicinity of Tennessee or close enough, or you just need to go ahead and book yourself a tour sometime soon. We reopened the distillery June 19th on Juneteenth, significant date. Get yourself the distillery. They're going to be selling them, and it's one per person because, of course, everybody wants to get their hand on it. But we're selling the trilogy, man, which is the 1856, our premium whiskey, our premium aged whiskey, the 1884, which is our small batch, and also the 1820, which is, of course, the single barrel. So that's going to be sold in the trilogy, as well as the same 1856 and 1884, but then also to our master's blend. This is just a sample bottle that I have, but of course it'll be a big sexy bottle like that, but also too will be the master's blend. It'll be the master's blend.
What's that date again?
Oh, the date. Oh, June 19th. Write it down, put it in your calendar, take a picture, do what you got to do. Juneteenth. And the distillery is in Shelbyville, Tennessee. You may not know about it right now, but I'm trying to tell you.
You're gonna learn today.
You go learn today and on the 19th for daggone sure. I wouldn't say a curse word, but definitely Shelbyville, Tennessee. That is where our distillery is. It's going to be a magnificent day. I'm trying to tell you. So, Brother Robertson, make sure you're in the place and space, or you have someone that you know is in the place and space to be able to get you an 1820 bottle there. That's where it is. That's it. That's all we got.
We only talking about cigars because it's a cigar pairing podcast. So
that too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's only our 1 year anniversary. We talk about cigars and whiskey. So
please to
power by Uncle Nearest and talk about all these lovely cigars. You know what I'm saying?
Please to excuse.
We're talking about cigars because it's a cigar show.
Right.
That's all. That's all.
Right.
Hey,
cigars.
I'll be banner for you.
Hey Jay. Right. You know what we got to talk about? Tony Goins.
We got to do what now?
Tony Goins and the crew up at Capital Cigars in Lincoln, Nebraska, they're having a night with Nearest tonight.
Out in Lincoln, Nebraska. Look, listen, if you didn't know, now you know. They out there in Lincoln, Nebraska, smoking and sipping on Uncle Nearest. It's going down.
Just like Brandy's over at Windy City Cigars in Chicago, Chi-Town.
Yes, indeed.
Drinking Uncle Nearest over there too. So
everybody raise your glass up there, Chi-Town. And in Lincoln, Nebraska, y'all raise your glass up there. Yo, cheers to y'all out there celebrating with us. And we really enjoyed having y'all around hanging out. I guess we could do a little round robin. Everybody have a second to say little last words. Anything you want to put out there for the folks about your cigars. Just what you got to say. We'll start off with the first guy, of course, Greg. Man, what you got? What's some last final words you got for us, brother?
Well, we're grateful to be a part of this. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your first anniversary show. Happy anniversary to you all for continuing this and growing it and making it special. Thanks to you, Jay, Rawnica, Cigar Mike, Robert, Desiree. It's nice to be here with you all. If you're interested in Emperor's Cut cigars, our website is www.emperors-cut.com, and you can find out more about some of the things that we have going on. One of the things I will say, Robert talked about distribution. Strategically, we understand that, and we recently made a historic agreement with Total Wine and Spirits, which has 215 outlets throughout the United States, and we're actually in some of their stores now, and we hope that relationship will grow. So what we're doing, all of us, not just Emperor's Cut, but what all of us are doing, we're purveyors of quality, we're purveyors of this lifestyle, but we also understand that we have within our own sort of space, we have the capacity to compete seriously, and we hope that the consumer will continue to take us seriously as we continue to grow. Thanks again for having us on.
Thanks for being here.
I appreciate it, Greg.
If you want to try Emperor's Cut, definitely Sailor put the link in the comments. But June 9th, it's going to be a cocktail and cigar pairing with Greg and Sailor. So definitely go on and grab that. I'll be there. Greg will be there. Jay will be there. It's going to be an amazing night, and you'll get to try some of these amazing cigars that we're talking about tonight. So look in the comments for that website, and you probably need to get on in the next 24 hours and buy it because June 9th's right around the corner.
Oh yeah. Check out that plug in there for that event on June 9th, as well as the Emperor's Cut website too. Check that out. Just to answer Mr. Roberson's question again. So tickets are sold out, but at this point in time, we're not turning anybody away. So if you don't have a ticket, you can still be up there. You just won't be on a guided tour, nothing like that. Your place and space will be right there. You just be able to enjoy yourself on that hollow ground, brother. So just putting that out there for you.
It's gonna be a big day.
Miss Desiree. Better be up in there. Miss Desiree, what you got?
I'm going to be there Juneteenth. I can't wait. But I also want to say to Greg, congratulations on the Total Wine. I'm so proud. And to Robert, congratulations on where you are. I'm just so happy to be amongst you two and all the other cigar companies that are trying to break ground and trying to move forward with what they're doing. Mike, I could not do this without you. You have been amazing for me, and I love you. I traveled to Philly for you on your birthday.
Right on, Michael.
Uncle Nearest, Jay, and Rawnica, thank you for having me. I just feel honored that I'm able to hang out with you guys today again. Drunk Chicken Cigars, we are a laid back company. We want everybody to enjoy cigars. Not everything is for everybody, but we do currently have 6 cigars. We will be launching our 7th soon, and figure it out, try it out, see if there's one that fits your palate. If not, it's okay. But if so, it's an everyday, any time of the day cigar. www.Drunk Chicken Cigars. Check us out on our website, and I look forward to hanging out with you on Juneteenth.
Yes, Des,
Whoa.
bring some of those sweet dreams with you when you come to Tennessee.
I'll make sure I bring a box or two because you know what?
Or
I was
3.
surprised. All of a sudden, it started off with the Drunk Chicken original and just took off. Well, actually, it started off with the Mother Clucker. Everyone loved the name, Mother Clucker, Mother Clucker. So that started off as my biggest seller. Then all of a sudden, the DCO, the full body, and then people started getting hold of that Sweet Dreams, and they're buying it by the boxes now. And one of the benefits that I have is because I have everything rolled here in the U.S., I roll on demand. So I'm able to, if I see that things are running low, I order how my customers are ordering. It is Sweet Dreams have every week. I'm just like Fat Hand Sweet Dreams, Fat Hand Sweet Dreams, and I will make sure I have some with me for you.
I appreciate
there you
that.
Go. There you go. Yes, sir. And Sir Robert and Marietta, man, what's your last and final beautiful words, man?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you, Rawnica, Dave, and my man Mike. Mike, from the first time we met in Atlanta, I don't know, close to 8, 9, 10 years ago. We hit it off. We had a heart-to-heart conversation. You know my heart, I know your heart, man. You're a good brother, and you always look out for me, and I appreciate it. I am honored that you guys have thought enough about me and my company to include me in this platform. I mean, this is huge. I have the ultimate respect for Uncle Nearest. I understand the history. Just to be a part of that on a show means a lot to me. Greg, amen, and Desiree, all the best to you guys. I wish you nothing but success. There's no competition when it comes to me and any boutique company, cigar company out there, or any other company. I'm not a hater. If I can be of any help, please reach out to me. Mike, Rawnica knows how to get in contact with me. I'm here to help you guys. I have a lot of relationships in the industry. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm doing well, and it's growing at its own pace. I've learned sort of to get out of my own way and just focus on the production, consistency, the quality. And I've grown my portfolio where I have, I have Pura Soul line in 3 different blends, 3 to 4 different SKUs in each of those blends. I have the King's Treasure, 5 different SKUs. I have multiple, I have cigarillos, I do bundles, I have value, quality bundle cigars that are doing tremendous business for me. I want to be in each of the 4 different categories and segments in the industry. You have the wholesale, you got the retail, the brick and mortars, you have the only one I'm not really too interested in right at this time is the catalog. I'm kind of staying away from the catalogs right now, but there's a wholesale, there's the who sells to smaller shops that I can't reach. I'm doing well with, and I'm growing my my brand from the grassroots, word of mouth perspective, and I just focus on consistency and keeping tabs on the manufacturing end, and I truly believe that what I create and what I present to the retailers they can make money with is proven, and we become partners in business, and I think they respect that because they understand where I'm at, so we're in this together, and the consumers are embracing the brand because they can identify with who I am, and I've gotten their support, and I'm just blessed to be able to continue to do this. I wish I could participate in this thing that you're having. I just had shoulder surgery. I had a broken bone in my shoulder and a torn labrum, so I'm recuperating from that. I'm not even going to the PCA because I'm not sure if it's going to be recovered well enough for me to get on a 5-hour flight from New York to Vegas. So I'm kind of laying low until I get back to full strength. But man, I would love to really, Desiree, I'm gonna trying to reach out to you and make a trip down to your area and maybe have a sit down and hang out with you and Greg, man. I'm looking forward to meeting you too, man. Man, I just want to say thank you. And please have me again. Reach out to me. I'm here to
will.
on the website. Pura Soul, www.purasoulcigars.com. Yeah, Marietta right
Get
here.
it straight.
Hold on. Say the website, baby. Do the website.
This is my partner in crime.
Always.
She handles the books. She handles accounts receivable, and she works a full-time job. She's a beast. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, we're doing our thing, man, and it's just a blessing. So thank you once again for having me on the show. Shayla, I was on her show a couple weeks ago. Thank you, Shayla, if you're there and listening. I appreciate you and the support.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's beautiful, man. I'm so glad we've been able to do this up. Michael, if you have a second, what lovely words you got to say? I know we'll be seeing you real soon.
Yes.
Good catching up with you today, man. Hashing out there in the parking lot. So what you got? What you got, brother? On the way out to Dizzo.
Well, first off, this being a 1 year anniversary, first person I got to thank is Jay. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jay, Jay was my man. We were cool. You know, we rocked some events together. But to get the phone call from Jay and say, "Hey, man, do you want to be on this platform?" That really shouldn't have even been asked. You just said, "Hey, plug in your computer at this time, and this is what we're gonna do." But we had the relationship anyway, and you know, Jay allowed me to be on this platform, and then the acceptance of Uncle Nearest in having me on this platform has been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. Oh, yeah. Greg, Emperor's Cut. Greg, you know, you my guy. The first people I reached out to, like, "Hey, bro, you wanna jump on this?" And again, it wasn't really a question. Before I could finish asking it, he was like, "Yo, hey, let's do it." You know, man. Desiree with Drunken Chicken, sis, been the same. Rob, everybody's favorite uncle. He was my favorite uncle first. Okay. You know, but at a time in this industry when I was still trying to figure out what my place was, and I didn't want to be encompassing. But I didn't have a brand. I didn't have a brick and mortar store. I just wanted to be able to help people. And Rob was one of the first people that just sat down and said, "Okay, well, this is just be you. Just keep being you. Yeah. Don't change anything. Don't let anybody, sway you. And if you need something, reach out to me and I got you." And he's been there for me every step of the way for the past probably 8 or 9 years that I've known him. We keep in contact. We always ask about his lovely wife, who's the real boss.
We know that.
We don't want no problems. Again, on the journey, man, it's been great people. The staff at Up and Nearest, when we started doing the watch parties, was amazing. They were all over the country, supporting the brand. A lot of my cigar smokers, all over the country. Smokey D down in Tampa, Cigar Rockstar out in Dallas, Her Cigar Closet, Brandy Wheat in Chicago, Ron Ford, and out in San Fran. People all over the country have jumped in and helped to support me and Uncle Nearest, just at a phone call. So that's an amazing feeling to have. And so I thank everybody, for that. And I got a bunch of crazy people, my petty crew and all that. They're always around to support me. So things I got coming up, my buddy Dave, Cigar Life guy, we're doing a joint on the 12th, his second anniversary. We're doing it right here at Life and Time. It's an all-day party. We got live band, we got DJ, we got food, we got barbecue and smoke coming through with their different sauces and rubs. They're coming through for that. I'm traveling to DC. I'm doing the DC Super Herf July 29th through August the 1st. Then I'll be with my buddy Greg over at the G Spot Cigar Lounge in Memphis. We're doing the Entanglement in August. That's going to be an amazing event. You know, I have my event coming up September 20th through the 26th, Atlanta Cigar Experience.
Watch out now.
Oh man, it's gonna be off the rails.
Always.
So for most people who know me, they know the last thing I like to do is promote myself. Don't really care about that. The people who are coming are gonna come. People who rocking with me gonna rock with me. Like I said, for us to be able to sit here on this platform with all these amazing people and be able to give out this abundance of information and give it out in a way that's still entertaining to people and they want to stay logged on. You know, of course, we can't forget the main man, the man behind the scenes, Mac. Mac, you gonna come out? It's the anniversary, Mac. It's the anniversary.
Mac, you know, Mac.
Come on, Mac.
Mac always laying low.
It's the anniversary. Oh,
But baby girl,
Flash in the pants.
he's quick, like boom. I'm in now.
And a shout out to Sailor. Appreciate it. Sailor's done for me. I was on her platform with her. You know what I'm saying? She's super dope. So all in all, it's been a great damn ride. You know what I'm saying? And I said everybody was out there, just continue to rock with us. We're gonna keep bringing you great content. We're gonna keep having a good time. You're gonna keep having amazing
whiskey, baby.
Amazing cigars. Just tune in. Just hang out with us.
Yes.
That's right.
Brian Darnell, I see you out there. One time, Big John, Philly Cigar Week. What up, bro? Houston Cigar Week. Appreciate y'all too. They did their thing out there.
Boom.
Right, enough. Why
That's it.
Why you cut me off?
That's it. You preach it, man. You preach it. I was gonna let you have your words, man.
Okay, everything.
Definitely. It started with the alley-oop question, like, hey Jay, you know, talking to Sailor, hey Jay, do you know anybody who can do some cigars? I was like, I got the guy. Perfect. So it just, again, how things just come together. It's all guys. So I appreciate all that started over a year ago. So that was awesome. Rawnica, what's up, lady? Talk to us out of Ohio, player.
Ohio, good old Ohio. No, you know, man. I've obviously only been on the show for a few months, but it's kind of an emotional just listening to you all talk. And, you know, I started
better not cry
a year and a half ago. And I found my family with this company. And then since I started getting into the cigar culture and world about 6 months ago, it's been really amazing. The relationships that I have developed over cigars, and I've really embraced kind of getting involved and into the culture and into the cigar world as well. You know, I've been in the whiskey world for a while, and getting into the cigar space has been pretty amazing, and everyone has been so welcoming and so awesome, and it's been a cool journey. So I appreciate you all. Of course, Jay, I love you. Mike,
baby.
You have been amazing, and I appreciate being on the show with both of you every month. And of course, thanks to our guests for being here tonight for our 1 year. Keep watching us. Keep joining us. Join us on the 19th. I know we keep talking about it, but it's going to be an amazing weekend. So check us out, unclenearest.com for more information, or on us Instagram or Facebook, of course.
UncleNearest.com. UncleNearest.com.
UncleNearest.com. A great weekend. If you come up early, hit us up. We're going to go out, I'm sure, in Nashville at some point that weekend. So probably
the whole squad will be.
We're going to be out smoking cigars, drinking whiskey. So definitely join us. But it's been an amazing ride being a part of this group over the last year and a half. So I'm super appreciative, and I love you all so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. So, hey, y'all, thank you for everybody. We appreciate all the love and support this whole year that we did the pivot and started doing these things, these live shows. I can't say podcast because Max said it's not a podcast. So Right. These live shows, these live virtual shows have been that have been going on. So we really appreciate all the love and support we have as a brand, Uncle Nearest. All the love and support we've got from all you good cigar folks out there who really love the whiskey, who have followed us, and also too have helped us to develop these lovely relationships with all the daggone cigar makers who we've had on the show over the years. I mean, over this year. Thank you all for all your support, all the wonderful product, all the relationships we built, especially giving love to Greg with Empress Cut, giving love to Desiree with Drunk Chicken, and giving love to Robert and Marietta with Pura Soul. Really want to thank you all for being on the show. So glad we were able to pull this off. We were talking about it like over a month ago. Me, Rawnica, and Mike was just like, man, it's our 1 year anniversary coming up. He said we got to do it big, and I think we did that. So we appreciate the support we get from Fawn, from Kate, especially Lucia, who's down there in the trenches with us. We could not do this without you all. As always, thank you, Mac, the man behind the board, doing his thing.
Victoria.
Yes, and of course, all the love, and I want y'all to know is all the love within our team UN. Like we are truly a whiskey family. Like we are tight. Like in the work and the success that we've done is because we have so many amazing individuals who come together as a team and do some super dope shit. I guess I just gotta say it. So I'm very proud of us as a company. I'm very proud of the things that we're doing, reopening the distillery, the venture capital fund initiative that we're doing to bring other black brands, other spirit brands into the industry, doing our thing. The Nearest and Jack initiative, which is bringing other black folks, people of color, into the industry and the spirits, whether it be from marketing to cooperage to distilling to the whole thing. So I mean, we are doing some phenomenal stuff, and I'm really so proud of it. Our heads are swirling every daggone day, but it's for a good thing. And then last and final piece, I'm a homeboy from Ohio. I got to go back home next week, so I got to give a shout out and some big love. 3 things. Of course, a big shout out and belated birthday again. Shout to Mike for turning 50. My brother I grew up with, like my cousin, my guy Westmoreland, Cincinnati, man. Happy birthday to you, and happy graduation, man. My man Guy graduated from Wilberforce. It's been a long time, bro, but you stuck through and you got it. So I'm so proud of you, man. So I had to give you a shout. And then last piece, I got to give love to my brother, my cousin Rob. Rob's wife, Taisha, passed away. I'm headed home next week. Love you, man. Love you, Taisha. Love you, Wilder family. We coming home to celebrate her life and her legacy. Thank you for everybody, family, HBCU, of course, Morehouse Spellman love. You know what I'm saying? CAU, ABC love. Yes, Charlie Blaze, my man who put me with Mike. Love to the campus, love to all the Divine Nine, everybody out there who supports us. Trying to get all the shout outs to everybody. Of course, everyone on here, your better halves. I would not be here if it were not for mine. Love you, Solana, for helping me get all this stuff together. It's going to be one hell of a time, June 19th. Thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with us for our first anniversary show. You'll see us again. Cigar and Whiskey Show is always the first Thursday of the month, so come and check us out next month. I appreciate everybody again. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe. Even though we're getting on the back end of this thing, y'all make sure if you're not vaccinated, wear your mask. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. Stay safe out there, y'all. And in final words, always, like we say on that bottle, the 3 stars. I wish you 3 stars, 2 fingers, 1 love. Y'all be good. Hit Mac.